Peace to your feet, we bringing the news. Saying facts, stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map.
Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused.
Hey y'all, hey, back with another video. In this video, we're talking about Romeca Meeks, obviously. Again, I'm going to stay on this case until we get some justice. But I wanted to play two clips from a young lady off of TikTok who is actually in school for law. And she breaks down some of the things that's going on in Romeca's case. So I want to bring that to you guys. And I also want to bring to you guys a post that Romeca made 6 weeks ago. And it clearly states that she was being stalked. And I believe, because it doesn't have a name on it, but I really highly believe that it was about Holly, because that's the only person we know of that has been having back and forth with Romeca when it comes to Carlos' ugly ass. I just sit here. This was a beautiful woman, y'all. Like, Romeca was so gorgeous. To be a dark-skinned female in this day and age, period, just being dark-skinned, for her to be so beautiful and just so naturally beautiful, with, as far as like her natural hair, natural face at times, it just shows that like how beautiful she was inside and out. I hate to sit and think about what was done to Romeca. When I see flashes of her pictures or videos of her before her demise, it's like, just why? Why? But I know why. I'm telling you guys. It's because Holly has this sick fantasy obsession with becoming an actress. And this was one of her parts she played, but in real life. Like, she hated Romeca so much to the point that she had to take her out. She had to pew her in the face. When you do that to somebody in the face, that is jealousy, envy, all the above. Like, she couldn't stand Romeca, but never met Romeca. You couldn't even be woman enough to sit down and have a conversation with Romeca. As a mother, y'all got this. Y'all share the same baby dad. Like, y'all kids are gonna be brothers. Why be at each other's necks over a man that Romeca don't want, allegedly, and that Holly wants? I would never, but you with that, I would never, man, that you was talking about Romeca about. I just feel like so many things could have been handled differently, but I feel like it was handled the way it was handled because somebody had a motive. Two somebodies had a motive. One, no more than the other one. Now that I'm starting to see more and more stuff come out about Holly. This woman, she's not wrapped too tight. I really believe she's not wrapped too tight. But let's get into what I got. Because I could talk about this for hours. Because it's so much that's on my mind. And I think I'm going to eventually go live, talk to you guys, and possibly have a few come up and speak on the panel. I don't know. But I'm just waiting. I'm patiently waiting for the second shoe to fall, because I just can't see them getting away with something like this, especially in Chicago. But let's get into it. Romeca posted this 6 weeks ago. I got this bitch blocked on every social media. She's still finding a way to lurk, laugh my ass off, but tell motherfuckers I stalk her. Bitch, I barely got time to do the shit I need done, but here you are calling this man about my post. Like, who was she talking to? Who was she talking about? Y'all take a wild guess. Because if I guess, my wild guess is Holly. How is she stalking her? But how is Romeca stalking her? But it seems like Romeca is saying Holly is stalking her. Let's keep going.
Let me respond to Chosen's comment. She says, I respect your opinion, but I hear it as if they are not charging her and they'll protect the community ongoing. They won't forward info to the grand jury detectives without sufficient evidence. So let me just tap into this with you really quick. So I respect your opinion. All opinions are respected here, but I want to kind of break down what you're saying here. So when they say initial review, they're not talking about necessarily a grand jury. They're talking about her as the district attorney who has a right to charge someone with a crime based on evidence that was submitted to her by the police. If for any reason, such as the protective order that Holly had, such as the position of the bodies when she got there, such as the statement of Lowe, such as the statement of Holly, if anything is making her call into question what to charge this individual with, not if to charge, but just what, whether it's first degree M, second degree M, manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, criminally negligent homicide. There's multiple different things she could charge for. She may not be comfortable, which is what I believe she's saying, in making a decision with what she has. So it goes to the grand jury. Sending things to the grand jury without insufficient evidence is exactly what they do. You may not have all the pieces together, but you go before the grand jury and you lay out a case, much like when it's a criminal trial, right? You get up there, each side said their side. Some people get convicted of the M, some people don't, right? So the same is true with a grand jury. You may not have what you need as a DA to strongly say, look, I know I have the elements to charge with first degree M as opposed to second degree manslaughter, but you might not have what you need for both of them. You know you have something, but you don't know what the charges are. So you lean on the grand jury to take this whole pot, just think of it as a pot. This whole pot of ingredients is here, and you need the grand jury to bake you a cake. Either it could be a chocolate cake, which could be first degree M, a strawberry cake, that's second degree manslaughter, a vanilla cake, that's criminally negligent homicide. So you ask them, I need y'all to figure out what ingredients we have here to bake which cake. The grand jury comes back and says, we didn't see the ingredients for first degree M, so we can't do that cake. But we did see ingredients for this, and we want to bake this cake. So here is what we are serving up to you on a platter, what we can charge with. So I get what you're saying, because it could be confusion when you hear initial review. That's just all fancy terms to say we're still investigating. Initial review doesn't mean that it actually went somewhere. It means that she looked at it and she doesn't know what to charge her with based on all the different elements. We have to be mindful of a lot of things. Romeca's body was allegedly in between, I think it was like the driver's side car door, which was far from her car. So it kind of, you start to create elements of how did she get over there? Why was she that close? So you start getting certain things. And when you have someone yelling self-defense, 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 it can make you question what to charge her with. That is where we lean on the grand jury. So with that being said, keep an open mind and just understand that initial review just means her looking at it. She don't know what to charge her with. She don't know which charge to go with, but the grand jury will. So you guys sound off in the comments, jury. Let's deliberate. What are you guys thinking here? Are you thinking that I'm on par with this or what? And Miss Chosen, thank you so much for posting your comment and really thinking it through and giving us something to kind of debate about. And let me know what you think about what I'm saying too, Chosen. All right, you guys, jump in the comments. Bye. Hey y'all, so I wanted to respond to a comment that was put under a video that I posted yesterday, but I can't respond to the comment because whoever put it there deleted it, but I saw it and I know what it was about, so let's talk about it. It's about the Romeca Meeks case. The prosecutor down in Cook County released a statement, and as per usual, people are already running with it and misinterpreting what the prosecutor actually said. So I'm going to let you guys be the judge, but let me read it to you so that you understand exactly what was said. They said, after an initial review of the evidence presented by police, there is insufficient information to make a charging decision at this time. We will continue working with the Chicago Police Department as the investigation proceeds and remain committed to pursuing justice for everyone in our communities. So a lot of people took that to mean they're not charging her, and that's actually not what they said. As a matter of fact, to me, and this is just my opinion based on what I know, If I'm wrong, I've been corrected before, and I won't mind being corrected this time. When they say something like they've reviewed the initial evidence presented by police, and then they follow that up by saying there's insufficient evidence to make a charging decision at this time, that simply means y'all not going to put this on my shoulder to determine if we're going to charge this girl. The grand jury is going to take care of it because it's an initial review of the evidence. That means she's one person, okay? She's saying that she is not making a decision rather to charge or not at this moment. That does not mean that she's not being charged. That means, in my opinion, that they are going ahead and they are going to review this case and they're going to send it to the grand jury and let the grand jury decide. We already know there was a protective order. There's different little small intricacies that may have her thinking, let the grand jury do this so that if there is no charges, I just got elected in last year. She just got put in that seat. So she's saying if there's no charges, I don't want to be the one to take the fall for it. So let me put it before the grand jury and let the grand jury decide if there will be charges or not. And I totally believe that that is exactly what they are going to do. Put it before the grand jury and let them figure out whether or not to charge her. And I think that they essentially will charge her. So with all the things that have been going on with the case, I just didn't want people to misinterpret. She did not say that she's not charging anyone. What she did say is that she's not making a charging decision at this time. And that is just code for grand jury, you guys. So you guys tell me in the comments what you think. People are quick to jump and say that there will be no charges, but people don't understand how this grand jury process works. She's not initially charging right now, but that grand jury can hear everything, especially with Chicago being a city in Illinois that uses grand jury. That's a part of their charging process. They file indictments against people and a grand jury can return the indictment. So tell me what you guys are thinking about this statement, jury. Are we running off of what other people are saying, like she's not going to be charged, or do we understand this to be just a part of the investigative process and that this will go before the grand jury and then we will get an outcome from there? So talk to me in the comments. Bye, y'all.
And last but not least, I want y'all to listen to this dispatch 911 call. And the first thing that they say is a battery. Why would they say battery? That means because Carlos was whooping on Romeca. Clearly. Let's get into it.
Broadcast busy for the Unison 1. We're getting 2 calls on the board. First, it came in as a battery in progress, Romeca State. 4 male and 2 females fighting outside on the street, white car and black car on scene. Second ticket coming on the board right now says a person with a gun, 2200 South State. You got a female black, light complexion, green tracksuit, has a gun, fighting with another female black, dark complexion, occupant of a white car. No further.
TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap, you're breaking headlines. Put the truth on the map, call it peace. TV, we bringing the news. Stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse.